Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Move Daily Fitness. I'm Tracy Steen, and for today's beginner workout, we're gonna do 4 different elements. So we're gonna start off with cardio. We'll kick the heart rate up, warm the body up a bit. Then we'll go right into our strength segment. After strength, we're gonna go into a little bit of balance and then into some stability and core exercises. So a great overall workout today. The format will be 40 seconds of work with 15 seconds in between. We're gonna repeat each exercise 2 times or each circuit 2 times. All right, you're gonna require a variety of dumbbells for the workout today, and here are the ones that I suggest a beginner might use, but as always, lift within your own abilities. I'll start you with a warm-up and we'll end with a cool down. Don't forget to join our Holiday Hustle Challenge to Move Daily. It's coming this December 1st to 12th, and then the 12th to the 24th over in our Move Daily Hustle Facebook group. So you can click or tap the links in the description below. Join us over there. It's a free challenge for everyone. All right, let's do this workout and move daily. Okay, you could hit functional training on the watch. Let's warm things up, starting with that front and back bend. And we'll get you going here. A little lengthening of the muscles in our warm up. And then we'll go right into that cardio, which again, will nicely warm up our muscles, the ligaments, joints, increase that synovial fluid, right? So get us ready for lifting. So there'll be some good variety in the workout today. And in my most recent podcast with Professor Phil Chilibeck, we talked a lot about balance and how important it is to practice those elements. Okay, circles right here. And I think we talk about it lots, but do you practice it on a daily basis? And if you don't, you know, the risk of fall, and which can increase the risk of fracture, broken bones, can increase. It's like you've got to practice it so that it's available to you if you were to accidentally trip and fall, right? And today's focus is gonna have some of those elements in it. So we're gonna increase muscle and then also practice balance and stability. So if we were to fall, you know, then at least we've got some of that proprioception, we've got some of those muscles, activation in the ligaments and joints to help us prevent fracture if we can. That's the goal. So yeah, I'm looking forward to practicing that myself today. All right, let's just do a little torso twist here. Switch, twist. If you're close to a wall, you can stand next to your wall and turn all the way around with hands on the wall. And switch again. Let's tap across right here. Reach. Overhead reach. Holding on to something for balance. You're gonna hinge at the waist. Stationary knee is soft and we're kicking back behind. 2 more here. And switching legs, hinge forward and kick back. Last 2. And let's do some front kicks right here. One more, and finishing off right here. Draw that elbow across the body and pivot on your foot. Very good. All right, we're starting with that cardio. Warm things up. There's the first set of exercises, and here we go. We're gonna start with some front and back kicks. So 2 in the front, 2 behind, just there. You're gonna be here in between if you don't need the break. Keep your body moving if you can. Okay, 2 front, 2 back. and tap, tap, and back, here, here. Good. Into 4 seals, 2 T-Rex. If you don't want to squat, just stick with the seal. All right, otherwise, right there. 4 and 2. Here we go, and you're 4, 3, 2, 1. Now drop. Other side drop. Good, and 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop. Okay, into that butt kick punch. Okay, 1 to the front, 1 overhead. Shoulders back. Here we go. You're here and up. You can keep it to the front if you don't want to do that overhead reach. Arms overhead, of course, is going to increase the blood pressure a bit, pump the heart up a little bit more. So just be mindful of that. And tap. Okay, nice wide stance, duck under, cross body punch there. Okay, we'll alternate sides. Let's have a nice wide stance. Feet here and duck, here, punch, and punch. Let's go. Of course, if you don't want to duck, you're just doing that diagonal punch. And tap, 2 knees, 2 kicks. So knee, knee, kick, kick. And you can kick as high or as low as is good for you. All right, 2 and 2, let's go. Knee, knee, now kick here, here. 1, 2, kick, 1, 2. Add that punch. Okay, moving into a squat pulse punch. We're gonna be here. You can take a break, come to standing frequently if you need, or just stay standing and punch. Otherwise, wide stance, drop, and pulse and punch right here. Good. Shoulders back, back is tall. Again, if you're feeling it in the knees, you wanna take a little break, you're here. And then back down when you can. Don't hold your breath here. Last 10 seconds, let's work. And tap into your high-low punch. High, high, then low, low, right there. Keep moving. Starting to feel that heart rate rise. 1, 2, and down, 1, 2. And into your double high knee, to each leg, 2, 1, 2. Okay, nice rapid fire here. Ready, wider stance, hit 1, 2, and switch, 1, 2. Okay, last exercise. We're gonna do a giant step forward, crab walk back, nice and low. Okay, you could hit high knees again or butt kicks if you don't want to squat in that low position. Big step here, low, drop, drop, drop. That's it. Giant step. This is a little bit of a work in your stability because you're in motion, then you have to stop, right, and control the action. Good. Nice. Okay, shake that out. Grab some water. We're gonna go into our strength set. We'll repeat each circuit for 2 times. A little full body strength coming up. We're gonna start with our sit, squat, press. So, what can you press overhead? I'm gonna hold 5s. Stable surface to sit on. Feet are wider than shoulder width, slightly facing out toes. Here we go. Stand straight up and press. Reach your hips back. And sit, but don't plop down. You're controlling the down here, okay? Good. Of course, you could eliminate the weights here if you need. Set those down. I'm gonna go slightly heavier with my 8s for my bent over row hammer curl. We're gonna hinge at the waist, flat back. We'll hit that row, then a full stand and bicep curl there. Hinge, so we pull, stand, curl. That's it. Full hinge. Back is flat, sticking the chest out, and then curling at the top. I want you to make sure you're fully upright before you hit that curl. So core is engaged, and you're just using the biceps. Okay, setting those weights down, you're gonna go into that pec deck over chest press. I'll go light, just the 3s, pec deck press. Okay, knees are soft, core is engaged, and we squeeze here and press over the chest here. Now you are fighting gravity, so if this is too challenging on the press, if your weights aren't light enough, stick with just the pec deck part, okay? Or maybe do 2 squeezes here and then 1 here. Makes it a little less challenging than alternating. Don't shrug. Okay, back to the top, back to your sit squat press. And I'll stick with those 5s. Up on the shoulders, don't plop down. Stand and press, reach your hips back, good. Be sure of your seat before you release your body weight. Moving into your bent over row curl. I'll hold those 8s again. It's gonna be whatever you can hammer curl. All right, hinge at the waist, back is flat. Draw the weights up, full stand, hammer curl here. Hinge, row, stand, curl, good. Think of retracting your shoulder blades when you're drawing that weight up. So here, retract and squeeze, stand and curl. Nice, set those down into that pec deck press, and I'll go back to 3s. 1s, 2s, 3s here is probably plenty. Knees are soft. Here we go. Squeeze and press. Over the chest, okay, not over the face. Press right there. Working a lot of shoulder here, of course, as you fight gravity. Core is engaged as well. You've got one more strength circuit coming up. We're gonna take it down to the ground for the 3 exercises. But a little water break first, and you can pause if you need a longer break. All right, on your back, on the ground, take a look at the exercises coming up. All right, I'm gonna take 5s and 10s down to the ground here. All right, so make your way down there. I will start with a chest press. So holding my 10s, we're gonna go into a bridge position, so hips up. And we're gonna press over the chest. So hips are here the whole time, arms are wide, and press. Over the chest there and down. Good. So now we're adding weight in a different way than we were doing in that pec deck press. That was far more shoulder oriented on the press part. This is more chest oriented. So put your mind in those chest muscles, those pectoral major muscles here. Squeeze at the top, like you're flexing your chest. Keep your hips up. Squeeze glutes because we're gonna try and activate those at the same time. All right, set those down. We're gonna go into our tricep extension. I'll hold 5, so you might need to go lighter. All right, so straight overhead extension here. We're gonna do single, single, double. Get ready. So single, now other side. Good, and together, slow and up. Single, single, double. So I just have the 5s here. This is a hard area for people to go up in their weight amount, but let's try to make them strong here. Set those down and we're gonna go right into abs. So up into the elbows, we're gonna go into our heel drop here. If you don't like the elbows, you can go on the ground, all right? Supporting your lower back by putting hands under the bottom if you wish. Here we go. All right, so lots of ways to do this as well. I like it up on my elbows. I keep my chin tucked into my chest. Reach that leg. Doing well, 10 more seconds here. Okay, let's repeat that one more time into that chest press with the bridge. I've got 10s again. Pop the hips up into bridge position. Wide stance on the arms and press. Over the chest. Take a little peek at your wrists. Make sure they're locked in neutral here. Okay, they shouldn't be bent back. They should be like they're one part of your forearm here. Keep your hips up, squeeze those glutes. Doing well. Let's go into the tricep. Remember, single, single, double. You can go heavier here if you felt okay. I'm sticking with 5s. Palms face each other. Singles here and your back. Other side, now together. Watch your head. Nice. And finishing this strength circuit off with your ab exercise. Heel drop again, so up on your elbows or on your back. Okay, knees at 90 degrees, reaching that leg all the way out. Give it a little tap on the ground. Alternate, here we go. Reach, good. Remember, you can lie down if it's easier on your neck. Almost there. Last 5 seconds and then a little water break before we move into a balance segment. All right, very good. Grab some water, pause if you need a longer rest, and take a look at the screen to see what's coming up next. You're gonna start. Now, feel free to hold on to something, have a wall or chair handy. One leg, we're gonna do a front and back sweep. Okay, just a semicircle. Keep your eyes focused on the spot in front of you and front and back. Good. So your stationary knee is soft. Do feel free to hold on to something like I said. The idea is to keep shoulders low and back, right? We have that sweeping movement which unstabilizes us, and we have to focus on staying balanced. Switch your leg. Other leg sweep, front and back. So you're just creating that little semicircle here. Very good. Moving into our tandem walking. All right, one foot in front of the other. I'm gonna walk forward and back. If you don't feel good walking backwards, turn around and then just walk forward again. Tandem, one foot in front. Here we go. Keep your eyes up and you're just walking one foot in front of the other, and then exactly backwards. Okay. Focusing on balance here, of course, because we've created a very small line for ourselves to walk on, which can make it more challenging when we don't have a good center of balance. We're a little bit tippy here. That's good. That's what we need. Again, walk with next to a wall if you feel more confident that way. Keep your core engaged, shoulders low and back. Relax the shoulders. Okay, one more here. We're gonna go into stork, okay? And we're gonna turn our head side to side. I'll call half. Shoulders low and back, but arms are out to the side, knees up. Now, you can keep your eyes facing forward or join me with that head turn. Okay, slow and controlled. Ooh, I feel my foot is fighting for balance here. Let's switch sides. Up. This is gonna be worse for me. Better not talk. It was hard. Okay, round two. One more time each. Going back into that semicircle again. So remember, stationary knee is soft and you're creating that sweeping motion with the leg. I'll call half and we sweep. Good. So you have a little bend in that knee. Of course, you could close your eyes if you feel safe here, if you have something to catch you in case you do tip. That makes it far more challenging. Switch legs and sweep. The closer to the ground you are, the easier. Bring the leg up higher, and it's more challenging. Let's go into the tandem walk again, front and back. Okay, remember you're walking a straight tightrope, a straight line. Turn around if you'd like. Here we go, and walk. And back. Relax. And let's go into that stork again. You can close your eyes if you want, but I would have something handy just to make sure that you're not gonna fall and hurt yourself. We don't want that. Ready? Here we go. I'll call half. I'm just gonna keep my eyes open and do this one. I feel like this is good as I am the leader here. I don't want to tip to my death. This is challenging on that foot. It's so funny how it just is fighting for balance. All right, switch. Plant that big toe in the ground. You want to try to separate those feet. Probably easier done with no shoes. Always at the end, I'm like, ah. Okay, good. Let's move into some stability work here. Moving in that diagonal fashion, we're gonna do a squat, step. Okay, up and down your mat. So we step to the diagonal and pause. Step, pause. Step, pause. Now you can turn around or go backwards with me. Pause, pause. So stability is more about control in a movement pattern, okay? So don't leave until you have full control of your muscles. Good, shake that out. Moving to our ice skater. We're gonna bring that leg behind and pause. All right, you can jump this if you have that available to you. Otherwise, hinge at the waist, side step here, pause. Bring everything into front and back alignment. It's one line, just like our tandem line was. Keep your back flat. Control. Good. Get that control first and then push. Shake it out. Going into our bird dog on your hands and knees. Back is flat and you're reaching opposite hand and opposite leg. All right. Push up through the shoulder blades. Reach, 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 and switch. Now the name of the game here is not to tip the hips up. Keep them facing the ground. Think about there being like a glass of water on your back that you don't want to spill off. Let's go into round two, last round here. Back to our diagonal. Okay, to the diagonal. And either turn around or do it backwards with me. Hinge, step, tap, control, control. If you have it available, of course you can jump this. But you do have to, again, get that level of control before you take off. Much more challenging when you have that power behind a movement. But that is what happens if we trip and fall. We've got that momentum, right? Okay, good. Really uses those muscles, doesn't it? Let's go into the ice skater. And again, if you want to add that little hop, you can. Otherwise, hinge and sidestep here. Pause. Oh, see, I didn't have control on that last one. It's funny, when you pay attention, it is quite challenging. Almost there. Stay with me. Okay, last exercise. Back down for your bird dog. Opposite hand and foot. Gently stretching them out. Okay, and don't tip the hips. Here we go. Reach, reach, reach. Switch. This is a bit of balance and stability muscles turning on to activate here. Keep us stable. This is a good exercise that should be practiced lots. Keep your neck neutral, looking just right below you. Last 10 seconds, folks. Stay with me and stay tuned for a stretch at the end as well. In 3, 2, 1 and done. You've moved daily in your cardio, strength, core, stability workout. That was great. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed the workout and stay for a stretch if you can. Nice work, folks. Let's take it to the ground. Stretch this out a little bit. Okay, what did you think about the balance and stability section? Do you practice that? It's very interesting because we were talking about osteoporosis and osteopenia on the podcast with Professor Phil Chilibeck. And we were just talking about some of the things that we want to be doing regularly in order to stave off the loss of bone mineral density as we age. Heredity has comes into play for sure. The loss of estrogen comes into play for sure. Corticosteroids, corticosteroids, what are they called? Steroids like prednisone and hydrocortisone. Chronic use of those can also cause loss of bone mineral density. So those were interesting things that we talked about. But some of the things that can help stave off that loss are strength training, resistance training, and then he said balance training, because one of the biggest disruptors of longevity is if you fall and you fracture something, it's very hard to come back from that, especially after the age of 60. And so what you want to do is, if you do fall, be able to catch yourself. And that's where balance, work, and stability training comes into play. So that if you did happen to slip and fall, while shoveling snow this winter, you have the capacity in the muscles and the proprioception. So understanding how your body's moving in time and space in order to catch yourself. And if you don't practice that, how will the body know? It won't be intuitive for the body. And so I really liked what he said about that. And I thought that was very smart to add it into your protocol. And one of the things we did talk about was linking it to an existing habit that you have already to make it automated, right? When we have automatic habits, you're going to be more prone to move forward in your progress because you don't have to think about it. There's no limbic friction, as Dr. Huberman says. So I had suggested in the podcast even making your coffee. It takes 1:30 to brew the coffee on an espresso or whatever. Why don't you do tandem walking for that entire time, right? Why don't you do a little stork pose and turn your head side to side while it's brewing? May as well spend some time, instead of just waiting for the coffee, link a habit that you want to work on to that. So it's something I want to practice because I think, again, you can talk about it. You're like, oh yeah, I should practice balance. And then you don't. And then the time comes, if you do slip and fall, well, then you're hooped. And I don't want that. I don't think you do either. Stretch the chest here. So I'm going to add it into things and I'm going to practice it myself. So I encourage you to do the same. And then we'll both be balanced. We'll do well in our balance and stability. Okay, thanks for joining, everyone. It was a nice little workout. Go move daily now in your wellness and nutrition. We'll see you all in the next workout.